Oh, hello. Oh my gosh. Hello. Okay, is this working? I hope this is. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Everything in 30 podcast live edition. And wow, okay. I this was weird. So I Okay, so when I put this podcast live, I pressed live for it to go on. I had the desktop audio go, but I didn't have the mic audio go. So, oh, that was weird, because I've been talking for like the past like 3 minutes, and none of it went on to the actual live stream, and so I'm like, wow, okay. Anyways. Right now you guys only have me, Thomas. I'm the only one that's on. I contacted Josh. I'm still waiting for a response from him. But he's not on right now. I'm hoping that he does get on. Hoping, praying, that old thing. I'm trying to see if he gets on, but right now you only have me. So, yeah, I honestly don't, I'm honestly not sure what to talk about at this, right now. I was saying when my mic was off, cause now I find that honestly hilarious. How is it that, I'm like, I straight up just talked directly to myself. Like, I get, like, when it comes to podcasts and stuff like that, you do talk to yourself, but, like, usually I have Josh there with me, where I'm like, I'm not really talking to myself. Sure, I am talking to Josh, we are interacting, but, sometimes it does feel like you are just talking to yourself. Anyways, so, it was honestly kind of weird, because I was legitimately talking to myself. And the thing is, I was doing it with such confidence, like people were listening to me. Anyways, enough with me being crazy. So I was discussing when the mic was off. I was saying that me and Josh have been doing this podcast from the beginning, and I was saying that when we started the podcast, I was all over getting the podcast, getting like podcast hosts like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, like to get our podcast on that, to get Everything in 30 on there. I did the whole thing. I was like, Josh, don't even worry about it. I can do this. I did. I even set up the YouTube channel, which I was like, man, that's like a really good accomplishment for me. It was when what was it? Now I gotta think. It was when I set up the Twitter account, because I was like, okay, Josh, I think we should have a Twitter account, and he's like, yeah, okay, sure. So I set up the Twitter account, and Josh and and it was right after one of these podcasts, or right before one of them. I said, Josh, my thing says at 30 everything. I want to say at Everything in 30. Do you know how to change that? And it's like, oh yeah, you go into settings, you go blah 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 blah. And now me, because I'm not really big when it comes to social media. The most I do is just post this thing on my Snapchat story, and that's it. That's the most I can do. So what is it? Once that happened, I immediately asked Josh. I immediately was like, "Hey, Josh, can you do it instead of me, since you apparently know more?" And he's like, "Oh, sure, okay." Josh went in. Josh fixed everything. I was like, "Thank you, Josh." And I was like, and then he came forward to me. He was like, "Hey, Thomas, since we have a Twitter account set up, let's set up a what did he say? Now I'm trying to remember. He said Instagram account. He goes, "Why don't we set up an Instagram account?" I was like, "Yo, let's do it." Okay. I was like, but you set up everything, because I don't know anything about Instagram. And I'm still asking him questions about what's going on with Instagram. So, that's nice. Let's see. What else is there to talk about? This week, I think it was Wednesday. Wednesday was the start of Comic-Con at home. I know that I didn't I watched I watched a little bit of the panel for The Boys on Amazon Prime. Really good show. Ooh, that's a very dark and bloody show. If you're into that, that's Amazon Prime Video, whatever their service is. um, I also watched the Bugs Bunny 80th Extravaganza. I thought that was really good. I enjoyed that. Um, yeah, so Comic Con at home. That's something worthwhile. Really is. Hold on. Provide me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can text Josh again. Josh, we're live. What is it? I like how when we started the podcast, we did it through Zoom. So that way, we could do it through Zoom. That way, it was easier for us to get this stuff. Like just that way, it was a communication app. It was really easy for us to talk through. We actually originally did Google Meet, and people that listened to episode 1 will know this because we might not know this, but we did it through Google Meet, and I had a microphone, and so my audio sounded perfect. And I put my microphone right by my computer speaker, and so you just heard. I was like, "Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Everything in 30 podcast." And I'd be like, "It's Thomas Sykes," and you would just hear Josh go, "And Joshua Duran." It's like you just hear like that faded out voice. That was interesting. And then I found out that Zoom did recording, so I was like, "Oh, yay, Zoom does that." So that was nice. What is it now? I gotta think of new things to entertain. What else? What else? What is it? Oh, I gotta keep on advertising this. Remember, write in on the live chat and just chat with us. Well, actually, just with me right now. Remember, what you guys write in the chat can steer the conversation in different directions. That's actually probably the greatest part about the live chat. Anyways, what is it? Let's talk about San Diego Comic-Con. What is it? I'm gonna move on, and I want to talk about HBO Max for a second. I want you guys to write into the live chat if you can. Write in, what is your favorite streaming service right now? That's gonna be the question. What is your favorite streaming service? Again, there's actually a lot of services now out. What is it? Because you have Disney Plus, which I think is probably very popular right now. Definitely has a lot. I don't know how many downloads. How many people have actually bought subscriptions to Disney Plus? But I'm pretty sure that's like one of the highest, if not the highest, streaming platform. There's Prime Video. There is Quibi. What is it? Does anyone remember Quibi? That was funny. I found that to be honestly the funniest thing. Like, Quibi was all about taking streaming onto your phone, and then they gave like 90 days free, and then after 90 days, no one else like said. I think like only like a few amount of people actually bought subscriptions. Oh, Michelle wrote into the comments, Netflix, what is it? Netflix is like the streaming OG. to make a joke out of that, Netflix. I think Netflix has actually gone down in. I think like Disney Plus and Netflix are probably like big competitors. Like I said, so we said Prime Video, Netflix, Disney Plus, Quibi. We have HBO Max, which actually had a great start. Didn't have such a good start because of what is it? Because they didn't have compatibility with Roku or Amazon Fire Stick, which probably was their biggest downfall when it came to HBO Max. And the same thing goes with Peacock. Peacock was the service provided by Universal and NBC. Also didn't have Roku or Amazon Fire Stick supporting. And I think if you try using HDMI with it, that's actually something I found out yesterday on the John Campea show. HBO, when I say HBO Max, when it comes to Peacock, they won't. If you tried connecting an HDMI cord to, like, if you were watching something on your computer with Peacock and you tried to connect it to your TV, it would actually shut off it would actually shut off and be like, oh, an error has occurred on Peacock. They wouldn't allow you to do it. Like, that's really dumb. It really is. Like, if you can, like, everyone could be like, okay, HBO Max botched their launch, but Peacock kind of just, like, took that botched and, like, took it to a little bit of a bigger level. What is it? Let's see. What is it? We have Sudden Echo writes, "Hi, this is my first time here." Well, nice of you to join. "I was reading your description to see what topics you discussed, and I was wondering if you had any thoughts about the recent Nintendo Direct Mini. What is it? There's also, I also enjoy Netflix." Well, I'm glad you enjoyed Netflix. The Nintendo Direct Mini, if you guys have seen, Nintendo put out a Nintendo Direct Mini, which it didn't feature a lot of games, which, again, which I wasn't that surprised about because it was a mini showcase and it did, but it also said it was a partner showcase. And by that, a lot of people realized there's actually like a split because people realized they're like, okay, yeah, it's a partner showcase, so, it's going to be a little iffy, but it's not like, what is it? It's not like, see, now I got to think about how I'm going to say this. What is it? When it came to the partner showcase, people kind of knew that you weren't going to be getting, like, oh, look, it's the new Mario collection of whatever. Everyone knew, I think people kind of knew that we weren't going to be getting that, but people were still hoping, and, of course, I don't see people going, oh, look at our new, Pokemon Mario crossover game. Nah, that didn't happen. We got, I honestly wasn't too thrilled because, again, I didn't really know any of these games. I didn't know any of the creators behind them, so, I wasn't like, oh, yay, it's amazing. So, I personally wasn't too thrilled. What I actually thought was really funny, and I still think it's funny, if you watch the English version of that, you can watch the entire thing through. That was 8 minutes. The Nintendo Direct Mini for Japan was actually 12 minutes. And had more content, but actually didn't have, in the actual Nintendo Direct Mini, for the English, for America, for North America, we got this WWE game for Switch, where in Japan, you didn't get that, but you got a whole assortment of games that I still think looked a lot better than what North America got. I like how I'm saying English North America like they're the same thing. I like how I just stopped myself just to say that. It's like, yep, English North America. What is it? English goes with Britain too. What is it? Britain, the fine country. So yeah, that's basically how I viewed Nintendo Direct Mini. What is it? I'll say this again. Remember, if you write into the live chat, and you can help steer the conversation. Write in, like I said, Sudden Echo wrote in, and he or she or it, because honestly at this point I'll be getting, like, you can get a copyright lawsuit for assuming a gender. What is it? You can write in and I can answer it to the best of my abilities. Sorry, answer or talk about it to the best of my abilities. I don't have Josh. Tier. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm gonna say this now. I think this is gonna be the funniest thing. I'm gonna get like an hour from now. I'm gonna get like a text message from Josh being like, "Oh, I'm so sorry I missed it." And, then I'll give him a hard time just just for the fun of it. Um, what is it? Oh, Sudden Echo wrote back. Interesting. I had no idea Japan Direct was different. Yes, it was different. Like I had to go into like a whole announcer voice. Yes, I didn't realize. Oh my gosh. This yeah. What else? What else can I talk about? I was just thinking of something. Now I can't remember. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's see. What is it? What came out of San Diego Comic Con, or should I say, Comic Con at home? What came out of it so far was, the New Mutants. New Mutants. If you guys didn't know that, that was New Mutants was basically part of the X-Men franchise. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was its own solo movie, and the New Mutants kept on getting pushed back for a while now. I forget when it was originally going to premiere, but it's been getting pushed back for a while now. And it was announced, I think, yesterday that New Mutants, unlike the trend of people pushing back their movies, as we've seen with multiple movies, like Black Widow was originally in May. As you can see, that movie didn't release in May. That was pushed back. So, that's different. What is it? But New Mutants is keeping their August 28th release date. To put it, let me say that better. Keeping up with the now I can't speak. New Mutants keeping August 28th theatrical release date. So it will come out in theaters on August 28th. That does sound cool. I'm excited for it. I am really I want to see because again, this movie has, if I'm not mistaken, it has finished production for over 3 years now. They finished filming like 3 years ago, so hopefully they keep the release date. I could see. I don't think that they would push it back, but I also don't think it's gonna come out. I don't think if we have this COVID-19 virus is still around, and let's say by August 28th people are going back into isolation, which I doubt is gonna happen. But if that does happen, I don't see them pushing New Mutants to being more restricted when it comes to release. I don't see it becoming you're just stream it like Trolls World Tour and the movie Scoob. What else do we have? We have Bill and Ted 3. If you don't know this, the Bill and Ted movies, Bill and Ted 3 Face the Music it has now become a straight to video on demand release, while also, and this is the tricky part, it's getting a video on demand release, but also getting I'm trying to remember, it's getting a theatrical release as well. So I'm pretty sure it's September 1st, and they're getting a video on demand release and a theatrical release. I want to say two things that I have a little bit of an issue with when it comes to that. When it comes to the movie, when it comes to Bill and Ted, they're not going to make $1 billion. Let's be honest. They're not going to make $1 billion opening day. I think we can all just kind of agree. But it's definitely going to be a movie where it's like, oh, let's go watch this. It's going to be like one of those movies where it's going to be like, oh, Bill and Ted 3? I remember those from a while ago. Let me go watch it. So, when it comes to them coming out on video on demand, I'm surprised, but not surprised. But I'm more surprised that they would keep the theatrical release as well. When it comes to releasing a movie, when it came to I think it was Trolls World Tour, I think when it got to them, they were releasing on video on demand and releasing it in theaters, and theater companies were like, "Whoa, what are you doing? That's you can't do that." And they're like, "Well, why not?" It's like, we're barely making any money off of it, and the whole idea is, why are theaters gonna release your why the theater companies are like, why are we releasing your movie if you're just gonna make money somewhere else? Oh, hold on, we got a message from Josh. What is it? I'm about Oh my gosh, I don't even know what he wrote. I'm about 5TP JOIK worry. I left my phone in my room and my mom made me go with her. I'm gonna write back. Can you please say that in English? English, please. So, okay. Well, this just took a turn. Let's see. Let's see if I can get. Let's see if what to say. I'm gonna see. Can you just join the Zoom call? If we can get honestly, because that'll save this. If we can get Josh on, that'll be fun. Let's see. What is it? Okay, so I think Josh is coming on. What is it? So I just go, English, please. Can you join the Zoom call? And Josh writes back, I'll tell you on the podcast, but it was bull, CRAP. I think we all know what that means, but this thing is, I want to say I can't believe I had to spell this thing out. I like how I'm like, oh, censors, and I'm like, oh wait, I already marked this as not for kids. I think people, because what is it? If you don't know, when it comes to, oh wait, here we go, Josh. When it comes to putting YouTube videos up, you have to fill out like, okay, is this for kids or is this not for kids? And I always felt, okay, this is not for kids because we do because sure, we do talk about comic book stuff and stuff like that, but we also talk about politics. And until the day someone says, well, my kid loves politics, then this is going to be not for kids. Let's see, Josh, can you hear me? Doesn't have his microphone connected yet. Josh.
Hey, hello, Thomas.
Josh, Thomas. Oh my gosh, thank you. What is it?
Listen, today has been a bunch of bull crap today, man.
Hold on, let's see. Hold on, can someone write in the chat to see if can you guys hear Josh? Because if you guys can, then I'm like, okay. Josh, I've been going on for the past 25 minutes. of just me rambling.
Listen. Today was a bunch of bull crap. Okay, let me tell you what happened, all right?
Okay.
So, you already know where I work. I work at a grocery store, and we get paid every Friday, right?
Yeah.
So, my mom, she wanted me to go with her to go pick up my paycheck, and I said I can't go. But since it's my paycheck and my mom can't pick it up for me, because I don't think that's legal, she forced me to go with her. And I didn't realize, but I left my phone in the room. If I didn't leave my phone in the room, I would have texted you or called you, like I promised I would have. I really did leave my phone in the room, though. I just got back right now.
Oh,
I don't know if you can hear, but I'm outside.
You just looked at your phone and just went, oh, so Thomas is a little bit angry.
Yeah, Thomas, you were going crazy. You sent me like 21 text messages.
Josh, we don't need to hear it. Oh my gosh, Josh, I'm not even joking. I've been just reading back and forth what was going on. I was just like on the podcast. I'm like Josh texted me. I was like, I'm about 5TP JOIK worry. I left my phone in my room, and my mom made me go with her. And I'm like, can someone translate that English, please? Hold on, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check the live stream to see if you can actually hear. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, I can hear you on the podcast. That's good. Josh. Oh my gosh. You're
So
alive.
how was the? How was it? What, like 25 minutes that I wasn't here?
Oh yeah, Josh. It's been fun for me.
What have you been talking about now?
You know, just a crippling economy in the United States. Nah, what is it? I was bringing up the streaming services. I was talking about the Nintendo Direct Mini. I was talking about The Boys.
Oh, The Boys.
Yeah.
The second season of that?
I didn't even see this. D Sykes wrote it. What's up with The Boys? The Boys on Amazon Prime. They got They got renewed for They got renewed for season 3. Before
3?
season,
Two didn't even come out.
2 didn't even come out, and they've already renewed it. I still think it's such a great show. They showed a scene from Comic-Con, and it was, viewer discretion advised. If you guys don't like hearing about things getting hurt, then this probably isn't the best time to be listening. But
if you guys don't like watching shows that are probably like pretty gruesome, features a lot of content, then you probably shouldn't watch the show at all. The show is crazy.
What is it?
Like,
Copyright
even the
of
first
Amazon, but they released this, so I think I can say this. So basically, the scene that they showed, it was the Deep, who basically, if you guys haven't watched the show, it's basically like the rip-off version of Aquaman, and like Namor. So like, that's basically who he
the
is.
fake Justice League.
So yeah, the boys are all in the middle. They're all in on this boat, on a speedboat, and they're being chased by like a huge amount of sharks, and there's like 20, 50 of them. And so they're all chasing them, and you know, Billy Butcher, the guy that's one of the head guys in The Boys, he's trying to get back to like the little bunker they have. And the Deep, he comes out of the water riding this huge whale, and puts it right in front of like where they want to go. And so Billy Butcher like goes full speed right into the whale's side, and like it just impales the thing. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh. I didn't know whether to go like, he just did that, or to be like, oh my gosh, that just happened. And
oh my gosh.
And the thing is the whale wasn't even CG. The whale that
they killed the actual whale?
No, it was all man. It was a man-made whale. They actually like made a whale, like the mouth moved, the eyes like opened and closed. It was
for real.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, that is cool.
It sounds cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, this morning's events has me really like, I don't know, hyped up, right? You should have saw like the adrenaline I got. Like that's why I was texting you so fast. You should have saw the adrenaline I got when I saw like the 20 text messages from you. Josh, what the? You were saying a lot of things in those text messages.
A lot of things were everything was just like, Josh.
You probably was still texting me while you were talking in podcasting.
I was.
No way.
I really was.
They're like, come on, Josh, I can't talk about Nintendo for the whole hour. We had to have something else to talk about.
Let's see.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Remember, write into the live chat. Remember, if you write into the live chat, we can, it can change what we're talking about. We'll read it out loud. We'll see what's going on. Honestly, we're kind of running out of ideas.
You said that, you said that one of the Comic-Cons was yesterday. Was something was yesterday? You said you were watching it.
Comic-Con at home. I was saying that at the beginning.
Yeah, how was that?
I only saw like 2 panels. I saw part of the Boys panel, and I watched the entirety of the Bugs Bunny 80th Extravaganza panel. What are you, Josh? Is that thunder or something by you?
Oh no, I'm just outside right now.
I just hear the wind because you can hear it in the mic. It just
Yeah.
was everyone else hears it, so I'm not gonna reenact the sound.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Uh, I
But
like
what
what
do you
is it?
call it?
We started out this pod. What is it? I started this thing out with like so. This was so stupid of me. So I started this thing out, and I got like 7 people. There was like 7 like congruent viewers. 5, 7, 5. I got like a pretty good 5. Right now we're at 3, but I was doing pretty good. And then, what is it? I was like, okay, let's move on to a different subject. And I was like, remember, right into the comments, and I was like, wait, hold on. I looked at my thing. My microphone was off.
Microphone was off for like 20 minutes, Thomas.
No, it was off for like 3. I was like,
my
what?
God.
No.
You had like 7 viewers watching, and they're like, "Yo, why did he just go mute?" I mean, the viewers gonna comment at me like, "Yo, you're not talking. Hello."
Yeah.
You go mute. Oh yeah, wait, what do you
Gosh.
call it? There's been another Kanye development. Another one, Thomas.
Another Kanye development. Hold on, we gotta create a segment. Hold on, we're gonna a new segment. What is that? First ever development of a new segment for the podcast called What is it? Kanye. What is it? We're gonna say. What are we gonna call it? I say we call it political Kanye. Ready, guys? It's Kanye West is running for president. Here's a news update.
Okay. Well, number one.
Ideas, Josh.
Number one, his album Donda was supposed to drop today. I don't think he dropped it though. Number 2, he said that his wife, he's been trying to divorce his wife, Kim Kardashian.
Wait, what?
Yeah. He said he's been trying to divorce her ever since she did some inappropriate actions with the rapper Meek Mill. And then Meek Mill said that Kanye was lying, that nothing ever happened between them. Right?
Ooh, drama.
And then Kanye said the movie Get Out is about me. He called Kris Jenner Chris Jong-un. And he just went crazy on Twitter.
Wait. You know, I think we can all agree that no matter who you are or what you do, we can all agree that if Kanye fails to become president, if Kanye fails at his music career, Kanye fails basically at everything, stand-up comedy is the way for him to go. Can you see Kanye? Come on, with the amount of stuff that he does, like, that's pretty much stand-up.
Yeah, I can see it happening.
So
with Kanye, I feel like he's definitely going through some type of breakdown or bipolar thing. Oh yeah, Kim Kardashian came out with a statement on that Kanye. You know how she said Kanye has bipolar disorder, and although he's a very smart man, he's not always himself. You know, she's still calling herself Kim Kardashian West, but this report says she's meeting with divorce lawyers, so they really could be getting divorced. You know?
Okay, I get that. This is bad that I'm laughing because it's not good that they're going through divorce. It's sad for them, but now hearing this, I'm like wow. I'm like. So Kanye runs for president. So first Kanye runs for president, then him and Kim are getting a divorce. I feel like that's not how that's supposed to go. You didn't see like Bill Clinton becomes president, and then like the end of his presidency, Hillary leaves him. No. It's one of those things where it's like, what?
Oh man, yeah, that's true. But yeah, that's all on the Kanye news right now.
Oh, you want to hear something funny? So, I think it was after like episode 9 or something like that. I what is it, after episode 9? I put out what is it? I wanted to look up. I was like, because I was remember we were talking about Kanye becoming president, and I said, oh, maybe we'll get like Kylie or I think it was Travis Scott as like the press secretary, and he had a child with Kylie. Kylie, is that who it was? I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, Kylie Jenner. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, could we see those two together? And then I looked it up. I was like, oh, wait, they broke up. I'm like, oh, when did they broke up? And I was like, oh, it was in like 2018.
Yeah, I tried to tell you that they broke up, man.
I was like,
I tried.
oh.
Like,
Okay.
this is what Joshua was talking about. Oh man.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Oh, that's why you
Yeah.
were saying. Is that why you're giving me like the don't say that? I'm joking.
Probably.
I'm joking. Oh my gosh.
I say that to most of the things you say. Don't say that, Thomas.
Don't say Thomas. Don't say that.
Not in
Tom.
public.
Well, it's not my fault they were asking for it.
Oh my.
Can you see me
But,
just as a wait, Josh, imagine it being you if I was like the president, you were the vice president. Come on, how funny would that be? I just say something, it's like, and while we're at it, we're going to nuke, and I just see you in the back going, no.
Bro, my face, man. I would be like,
No.
oh, heck
What
no,
the-
you crazy.
No, you'd be like,
Look at them
what
blame me for this.
the? You know, Josh,
I was like,
Josh,
no.
I can just see me say something like, we are going to announce our new welfare system. You'd be like, what? We did not discuss this, and you'd be just saying that to me like live, and I'd be like, wait, we didn't? Hold on, give me a minute.
You're like, oh, I thought I did. I had this whole conversation with you already inside my head. I saw it going better, you know?
Yeah, I just had this whole thing in my head. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
man.
Remember, guys, write in. At this point, honestly, Sun and Echo writes in, hope you've been practicing your sheet music. Okay, that was weird. And musical notes. Oh, and a winky face emoji. That's weird. Let's not. Okay. Let's just skip over that. I read it.
Okay.
that was. I was. I don't know what is there like a code I'm supposed to decipher? Anyways, Josh. Now I said this on the podcast before. What is your favorite streaming services? And what is it? I brought this up, and I got some people that wrote in. We have what is it? We have Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Video, Netflix. Does Hulu count? Now I think about it. Hulu counts, right? Yeah. I didn't.
Yeah, Hulu's a streaming service.
Yeah. Hulu, Peacock, Quibi.
Okay. I already know my answer, right?
What is it? There's Quibi,
It's
HBO
definitely
Max, DC
Netflix for sure.
Universe.
Netflix.
You like Netflix? I just say there's a lot of ones that I do like. I do like HBO Max. I'm gonna be honest. I like it. I think they botched their launch, but I still like it. Still, it looks very nice.
No, but Netflix has all the good Netflix produced shows, bro. You need to watch mine. Okay. For me, I like psychology. Like, I take psychology in school and stuff. If you like psychology and that stuff, and like, you're interested in like the 90s or some crap, you should watch Mindhunter. It is good. Oh my gosh, it's really good.
It's real,
like,
okay.
I've messed with that show so much.
Hey, that's good. What is it? Just so you know, what is it? We're 3 minutes in, and what is it? There's something I had to let you know. Now I think about it. 43 minutes in, we're going to an hour. That's how live shows usually work. Live shows, we go to an hour. So this should be exciting. Anyways.
Yeah, it should be.
I like how I can hear an echo from your thing. I just hear anyways, 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 anyways.
Yeah. What else? Oh my gosh, stop. Why did you laugh like that? All right, what else is there to talk about though? There's
what is it?
talked about Kanye. You talked about Nintendo already.
Yeah.
The
You're just like, yeah, you talked about Nintendo already. What else? What is it, Josh?
I don't know.
That's it, Josh. Time for our political segment. It's time for politics. I like how the way I said it's like, it's time for politics. Anyways, okay, remember everyone, throw something into the comments, and maybe we'll change. Maybe we'll talk about something. Remember, we might not be able to get to read all of them. But like I'm saying, it's like we might not be able to get to read all of them. I can read every single one right now.
I was going to say something about that.
Josh, I know that's you.
What are you talking about?
Josh wrote in. So Josh has a YouTube channel, anything TV. Subscribe to him, subscribe. Just like if you would subscribe to here, subscribe to that. It's amazing. I think all of his videos. And he just wrote to talk about Michael Jackson. So we will not talk about Michael Jackson.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Why do people still think he's alive? I don't know why. Like, where do these conspiracy theories about?
Because he is alive. He is alive. He's in Cuba, bro. He's in Cuba.
How old
right now.
How old would he be if he was still alive?
Probably like 60, 64.
You know what? I'm gonna search this up now.
Yeah, you do your research on why he's still alive.
What is it?
Because he is.
Okay, now I gotta look this up. Hold on. Is Michael Jackson? Oh my, I'm a moron. So to say, is Michael Jackson still alive now?
You can't trust the Google, bro. Google's the one with all those freaking. The government's controlling Google. Come on.
How old would Michael Jackson be today? Oh, you're right. He would be 61. What is it?
You see that? I got my Michael Jackson trivia.
How did Michael Jackson die, Josh? According to History.com, History.com, not Google, History.com. Michael Jackson, one of the most commercially successful entertainers in history, dies at the age of 50 at his home in Los Angeles, California, after suffering from cardiac arrest caused by fatal combination of drugs given to him by his personal doctor. So you gonna say that's fake, Josh?
It is fake. He's in Cuba right now. He's in Cuba. I'm telling you. I've been to Cuba.
Die on the toilet?
No, maybe. I don't know.
I remember it was either him. It had to be someone. What is it? Just imagine dying on the toilet, though. Just like you take your final breath.
On the toilet.
I like how I'm laughing. It's so terrible. What is it? Just imagine you're just like, well, goodbye. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna make it much. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, Neth. Let me just. Oh, there we go.
What was that?
Josh, are you really gonna ask this stuff?
Yes, I am.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you for everything. What is it? What else?
You're welcome.
You know, Josh, you're starting to annoy me. I like how I'm one to talk.
Wow.
Wait for something to go.
Yeah, you're
one to talk.
Oh man. All right. So what's next on the talk list?
What's next on the list? What is it? What is it? Main topic number 27.
Oh.
What?
I'm so interested because there is no main topic. But
Main
anyways,
topic number 27.
yesterday was the
COVID-19 and stress eating.
yesterday was the Xbox showcase,
Oh, I didn't see
and
that. How was that?
instead of Xbox, I, I'll tell you right now. Instead of I'll give you a hint. On Twitter, right? On the day the Xbox showcase was revealed, right?
Yeah.
There was 150,000 tweets about PlayStation and only 80,000 about Xbox on the day that's supposed to be Xbox's day.
Banjo-Kazooie for Xbox Series X?
But people were making fun of it. No, I don't think so. Maybe, I don't know. But what do you call it?
That'd be so funny if they just were like, okay, guys. So we saw, it's like, okay, guys. So we saw that you guys weren't such huge fans with the Xbox Series X. So we decided, here's Banjo-Kazooie. Now will you shut up now?
Well, you want to know what happened? So Xbox made this decision that they won't make any Xbox Series X exclusives like designed for the Xbox Series X
Yeah.
until the second year of its life cycle.
Yeah, they
So
were telling me that.
our first year of the Xbox Series X is going to be on both Xbox Series X and Xbox One. All right, so the games don't look that good. Like when you compare how good the games look on PlayStation 5 to the Xbox One, there's literally no comparison.
You know,
And people were clowning on it, clowning.
I want to, two things I think about that. One, I think that when it comes to the Xbox Series X, it's, what's it called? I think that by them holding out for a year, I think that's gonna be good if they give the public, if they give us something really, really good. What is it? Carlos writes, talk about Flash. And also PS5 is gonna be better.
That is a fact, yeah.
Halo Infinity,
Xbox is kind of trash.
He also wrote Halo Infinity, I heard, looks amateurish. I think I said that right, amateurish. I'm hoping that when it comes to like
I'm like 66% sure that it's not a word. Amateurish. That's definitely not a word. Let me search it up. Hold up.
Okay, but I just think that when it comes to Xbox Series X, I think that I don't think this. I hope they do this. I hope that by holding out for a year, they're gonna give us something like really good. They're gonna give us like, okay, we made you guys hold out for a year, but here is what we have. What is it?
Yo, it is a word. You're right. What the heck?
Look at my gosh.
That's a very controversial opinion, Carlos. Oh my gosh.
Carlos just wrote, maybe if Bill Gates spent less money donating to poor people and spent more money on the games, they'd look good. Look it up, stupid. I don't know what he was talking about with that, but I think that looking up stupid was towards the amateurish, but that's what I'm thinking.
That's a true gamer response right
there. Yes. What is it? Yeah, honestly, I hope it gets good, but PS5 does look good. Did you see all those memes when it came to how the actual look of the design is? People were just making so many jokes about it. I was laughing so hard. It was so funny.
Yeah, people were saying the PS5 looks like a router, and the Xbox One looks like a refrigerator.
Yes, I'm pretty sure like what is it? YouTuber PewDiePie, he did an entire segment of meme review based off the PS5's design.
I don't really watch PewDiePie that much. I watch his videos like once in a blue moon, you know?
When something controversial comes up.
Yeah, something controversial. Maybe I'll watch it. Yeah.
What is it? Was it Carlos also wrote and talk about Flash? Actually, we've talked about Flash in the show before.
Talk about Flash. Other than that TV show is garbage, you know? Yeah, that TV show is a solid 4.3 out of 10. You know?
Hold on, Josh, I need you for a second. Carlos wrote in, I'm on PC anyways, IDGAF. Oh, I just understood what
You
that
don't know
meant.
what that means.
I, like, didn't understand what it meant. And I was like, what? I was like, Josh, what is that? I was like, oh, I don't give a... I don't give a flip. Aha. No cursing on here. Clean.
Basically.
We don't mark that, what is it? We don't mark that explicit language filter. Oh my gosh. What is it? Actually, Josh, I don't think hold on. Are you're on Zoom, right? So I'm going to share my screen with you. I want you to look at, what is it? What is it? Carlos wrote in, Flash has been lacking lately. You know, now that they moved the start date for
Flash was lacking towards the end of the Saboteur arc. How the crap do you understand Saboteur
are you
to
kidding?
be himself, bro? That's bull crap. I stopped watching
Flash
after
was
that.
lacking at the beginning of that season. Don't even start.
Exactly. So Flash is just lacking all around.
It got so much better. What is it? Carlos said, "Hey boys, I'm about to head out." Well, we'll see you later, Carlos. Remember, come listen to the podcast. He said, "Glad to be here. We're glad that you came and joined us. Thank you for listening. We hope you have a great day."
Thank you,
Carlos. What is it? When it comes to Flash, I feel like it was good the first two seasons. Thomas George can agree with us. It got bad the first two It was good the first two seasons. Then it started getting bad the third season. Then it was like blah blah bad. And then we got to like season 6, and season 6 was like, hey, do you want something actually good? Here's something good. And it was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. Like, I actually enjoyed it. Like, sure, there were some, not all the episodes were hits, but, you know, not all season 1 or not all season 2 were all hits for me either. But I still liked it. I was impressed
You
by
sent text to the main chat, too? I'm looking at the main chat text now, and now I see these two. It really was a combination.
Josh, I gave up. I was running out of ideas.
Oh my gosh. This is crazy. I need to count how many texts you sent.
We have one concurrent viewer, and I don't. Hold on. Let me see. Is that me? Because I just had my phone on like that, just for that reason, just to keep on looking at YouTube to make sure that it was on. Let's see.
You sent 13 text messages, Thomas. 13.
Well, maybe you should have picked up.
That's true.
Maybe it's not my fault. It's actually all. See, now I sound like a carrot. It's not my fault. It's all everyone else's. I don't do anything wrong. It's all everyone else.
Exactly.
What is it? Karen bad.
Yeah, Karen bad.
What is it? What is it like? What is it? That's you gotta teach a child when they're young. You just show them a picture of a Karen. This woman is a Karen, but she's a woman. No, she's a Karen, and Karens are good. No, Karens are bad. Oh, what is it? Oh yeah, Thomas George Kent. He's what is it? He's working.
Oh yeah, forgot he even has a job.
What is it? He should be showing this. He should be showing this podcast to all of his coworkers.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Word of mouth. He should be showing us to his mom, his brother, his sister. He does not have a brother, does he? His sister. It's I don't know, dog. Dude, go show it to everyone.
He wrote because I want to, but I can't. We're gonna get. You know what? We might get him onto a podcast one day. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe episode 11. Maybe we'll get some guests. Maybe we'll find.
Maybe.
Maybe hint.
Maybe episode 11 will be the friend group episode or something.
Maybe we'll be maybe someday soon. Maybe coming up. Maybe we'll do a actual we'll have on YouTube the video a video version. We'll show our faces.
Hmm.
I so Josh just writes. Josh goes, "We're trashing you now, LOL," to Thomas. Oh. Thomas is like, I hate you all. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And Josh, we're almost at an hour. I can't believe it, Josh. Josh,
It's crazy.
this was
I
such
pushed you forward.
a difficult podcast. Like I heavily advertised this thing, and then it was me trying to fill in the spots. Now, what is it? Right now, guys, right in the live chat. Do you think we should do more of these? Like maybe,
I think we should.
honestly, Josh, I think maybe we'll start doing these like every other week, every other Friday. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. Definitely not every Friday, but yeah, every other Friday.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
You heard it here, folks. What is it? So starting, what is it? Starting today, every other Friday, we will at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There will be a live podcast out, which will run an hour long. So I hope you guys are excited for that, because that's going to be a lot of fun for all of us, right? Yeah. Like I just
Yep.
responded to myself. Yeah. Um. So anything else? Is there anything else you want to talk about, Josh? Oh.
Um.
Oh. I want to talk about something. Before I forget.
Okay.
Now. If any of you guys are DC fans, then you guys might know this. Fortnite. Now I talked about this game. I think I talked about this game once on the podcast, just because of the amount of crossovers that this thing does. Unless that was part of the deleted episode of episode 8, but still, or episode 9, whatever. There's one episode that got deleted, but we're not gonna talk about that. But still, they released. I think it was like last week or something like that. Last week or 2 weeks ago, they released the Aquaman skin, and along with that, they had the Black Manta skin. Now, if you don't know, Johnny Depp is currently in a lawsuit with his ex-wife Amber Heard, and Amber Heard in the DC movies plays Mera.
I've seen a
So
YouTube video on that.
could we be seeing a delay when it comes to Aquaman 2? Could we be getting a recasting? Because again, she's getting pretty like basically it's starting to sound like that because she basically accused Johnny Depp of like sexual assault and all this stuff, and like basically like that he's a terrible person. And it's starting to come out that it's like, oh no, she was wrong. It actually wasn't Johnny that was a terrible person. It was actually her. So could we be seeing a delay when it comes to Aquaman 2?
Yeah, what do you call it? She supposedly like abused him bad. Like she like almost cut off his finger, some crazy stuff like that. And like when I think about it, right? Because for me, definitely for me, even though people are trying to normalize like, oh, like a woman hits you, so like, oh, you're okay to defend it. Even though people are trying to normalize that now, for me, I don't think you should ever hit a woman unless you're literally like about to die or something like that.
Wait. I don't think a woman should be. I don't think a woman should be hitting a man either. I think like that's the biggest factor.
Yeah,
of all.
of course,
No one should be hitting each other.
But women, don't you think that women are culturalized and like taught from a young age that it's okay for them to do this type of stuff, you know? Like think about it this way. Think about this way. If you're taught from a young age something, like your whole life something, I don't think you should be blamed for when you do that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah,
like it's a culture around you.
What is it? Here's the thing. I'm like, all this stuff, like always believe, like the woman is always right. It's like no. It's like no, that's so not true. Oh my gosh, it's like, oh, always believe the woman. It's like if a woman accuses you of something, it's automatically true. It's the dumbest thing going, because that's literally how our society is now. what is it like? Look at
Well,
Johnny
I
Depp's
think that's a lot.
look at Johnny Depp's
That's
career.
a lot.
He is literally being like, people are like, whoa, he didn't do this. Even people that are on Amber Heard's side are like, no, Johnny Depp is actually innocent of all this. It's Amber Heard that did all this, and so far it doesn't seem like she's getting any punishment. But right now, Johnny Depp lost like a bunch of money when he came to Pirates of the Caribbean. He what is it? He's out. Disney what is it? Cut ties with him. So basically,
Yeah.
it sounds like he may never be like in Hollywood. I don't think it's never gonna be working Hollywood again, but it does sound like he doesn't have a lot of footing to stand on if if it doesn't get any better. If like,
Well, let me say this. All right.
because
In our current
yeah.
society, and I'm just. By the way, we're just talking about America because that's where we live. That's where we experience, our lives. We're not talking about Europe or Africa, whatever country. We're talking about America. At least in this country, there are a lot of
Oh,
imbalances with a lot of things.
beautiful for space. Oh, sorry, that's copyright.
I feel like there's definitely a bigger chance that a man will be in power because that's just one of the balances in our society right now. And another thing about I think that women also have power, and if they accuse someone of something or say something about some person, they will probably get public opinion more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like men are, I don't know, cause
Men are just
it's hard to
terrible.
say.
If you,
It's
what
hard
is
to say
it?
because like this, because even like if you want to be a feminist, whatever you want to do, right? There's imbalances in every sector. There's imbalances for women. There's imbalances for men. There's imbalances for white people, black people. It's there's no like one person that like is not affected by anything. You know what I mean? And like when they have the big generalization of like men versus women, I really don't think in my mind that people should be thinking, oh, men versus women. Oh,
Oh
this
yes,
is
you're
your problem.
done.
Was like, oh, no, I mean like how like if someone told you your problem, like in our current society, if someone told you, oh, I'm a woman, so I had to deal with this all day, instead of
You don't
most
know
people
what
instead of
I have
actually
to deal with every
listen.
single day.
Instead of people in our current society, the way our current society goes is instead of us actually listen to the other person saying, "Oh, this is what you have to go through," we're like, "Well, who cares if you have to go through that? Listen to my problems." For me, right? I would say, why are you guys arguing who has the bigger problems? Why don't you come together to solve both of you guys' problems? You know what I
Because you
mean?
don't understand me.
Okay, stop it.
I'm only
No,
kidding.
no.
I'm only kidding.
Yeah, I know. But like, I feel like our world would do a lot better if people came together to solve everyone's problem. I'm not like at least on the basis of like gender. Like if men and women came together to solve men's problem and women's problems. Like I feel like race is a little bit different thing. Like everybody came together just to solve everyone's problem. I forget to focus on one person at a time.
But Josh,
But,
you're
but
leaving
at
out.
least
What is it? You're leaving out the genders. You're leaving out the other. How come there's only male and female? Where's the others? The people that do not want to be described. The custom
well,
gender.
you know what I mean, Thomas. You know what I mean.
How come? Are you
You know.
excluding genders of attack helicopters?
Oh my gosh, Thomas. You know what I mean. But
Josh,
yeah,
we are exclusionary.
I feel like people should be more open to actually hearing someone instead of trying to prove that they have the bigger problem, the bigger issue, you know? Because if I'm telling you like, oh, I'm a woman and I worry about like walking down the street by myself at night, and instead of me actually listening to you, be like, okay, how can we solve this problem? I respond back with like, well, I'm a man and uh, I worry about women trying to accuse me of things I didn't do. You know, I feel like there's no talking there. There's no common ground. It's literally just me versus you. You know, and I feel like the world is constantly trying to pin men against women and women against men. I feel like that's literally the direction the world is trying to go in. I feel like we should
You're right.
do like a U-turn and be like, no, like we don't have to follow that. Like we're standing together to solve each other's problems. You know, women get paid less in the workforce. Then start your own business and pay everybody the same. You know, at least for your business, you'll be contributing to the statistics of women getting paid equally at your business, your establishments. You know, so like, there's a lot of things that you can do to try to help out everyone. You know.
Hmm. I always find that when it comes to, like, these things, it's always about, like, let's say, it's always about whenever you hear complaints, like, one of the things is you hear, like, a woman, she'll, like, complain, she'll be like, oh, you don't understand what it's like to be a woman. But, and when it comes to, like, men are really like, you don't really, like, when's the last you really hear, like, a man complain, like, about everything? Like, when you hear, like, a woman's like, oh, you don't understand what it's like, and when a man just he gets angry. Just a guy just
Yeah,
gets angry.
that's the
A guy
problem
just
though.
gets
That's what is the
angry.
problem.
God, no, not at the woman for being upset. Whenever, like, the guy's frustrated, he just gets angry. It's like, oh, it's like, you understand? Try being in my shoes.
Yeah,
I'm the
like
one
it's
working
like
every day.
it's one of those problems. Like the women are more exposed to emotions more, and men. That's one of the big problems. Men literally don't really say a lot about their emotions. They just keep it inside. You know, it's like it's that mentality like, oh, I'm the man, and I shouldn't burden anybody else with my problems. Like, no, if you're feeling something, you're sad about something, or you're angry, you should probably tell the person. You know.
If you're sad, go talk. What is it? What is it? If you
It's
see
just that go
something,
talk to
say.
them.
Oh, it's like the whole thing. If you see something, say something. No, if you feel something, say something. Josh, we have no one view. Josh, I just looked at the screen. We have no one viewing it anymore.
Yeah.
What is it? Actually, we're an hour and 10 minutes in. I think this is a good
I
place to
think
leave
it's
off.
time.
What is it? Thank you all, and pretty much no one's left. So, what is it? What is that? I want to thank you all for listening. Thank you all for hearing me ramble for 20 minutes, and me and Josh ramble for like a year and a half. Remember to check out the podcast.
Thomas did the pre-show, man. He did the pre-show, you know.
Remember, check out the podcast links below. Also, check out the Twitter and Instagram link below. Well, that's not really a link. It's more like just at everything in 30. You can find that's where you can find us on both of those. And we will see you guys next on Wednesday for Everything in 30 episode 11. See you guys then. Bye.
See you guys then.